In the sprawling landscape of global music, where voices from every corner of the earth rise to stake their claim, there are moments that transcend numbers and break through the noise, moments that declare, unequivocally, that a force has arrived. One such moment echoes now from the heart of the K-pop world to the Billboard charts, where ATEEZ, the juggernaut of energy and precision, has stormed their way to yet another historic summit. With Golden Hour, Part.3, ATEEZ didn't just release an album, they ignited a revolution. They didn't merely return to the Billboard Top Album Sales chart, they conquered it, claiming their 5th consecutive #1, a feat that resounds with power, persistence, and an artistry sharpened through years of tireless ambition. This isn't luck. This isn't coincidence. This is ATEEZ, intentional, powerful, inevitable. Since 2023, when they unleashed the WORLD EP.2, OUTLAW, ATEEZ has been on a mission, not just to perform, not just to impress, but to dominate. Every release since has been a chapter in a larger narrative of growth, disruption, and global resonance. Each chart-topping entry isn't just a trophy, it's a thunderclap, warning the industry that ATEEZ is building something greater than fame, they are crafting legacy. Selling 101,500 physical copies in the US in the week ending June 19, Golden Hour, Part.3 is not just an album, it's a declaration. In an era where streaming reigns supreme, to sell over 100,000 physical albums is to declare that your fans don't just like your music, they believe in it, cherish it, and want to hold it in their hands like sacred scripture. This isn't just a win for ATEEZ. It's a win for performance artistry. It's a win for choreography that electrifies and lyrics that speak across borders. It's a win for a fandom, ATINY, whose love is not passive, but fierce, loud, and unwavering. They don't just support ATEEZ, they amplify them to stratospheric heights. But ATEEZ's success doesn't exist in a vacuum. They now stand shoulder to shoulder with names that define genres. In the same top 10 where Golden Hour, Part.3 reigns supreme, other artists are making their own mark. Brandon Lake's latest spiritual expression, the endlessly experimental King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, the debut solo entry of Callum Hood stepping from the shadow of 5SOS, and the effervescent energy of ITZY. Yet while others arrive at the party, ATEEZ hosts it. Their dominance speaks of more than good timing or commercial strategy. It speaks to a philosophy, to push the edge of performance, to treat every release not just as music but as myth-making. Their visuals, their concepts, their soundscapes, every detail is curated with the obsessive artistry of legends in the making. 5 consecutive #1s. That's not a fluke. That's a pattern, a rhythm, a destiny. ATEEZ doesn't chase trends, they create them. They don't follow the map, they draw it. In a world where it's easy to be fleeting, ATEEZ builds permanence with every step, every stage, every stanza. They have become the architects of their own empire. Their chart history is a ladder, each rung forged in the fire of risk and reward. 8 top 10s. 5 at number 1. From the underground whispers of early releases to the deafening roar of stadiums now filled with their name, ATEEZ's ascent is a blueprint for how to turn passion into power. And what of the chart they now led? Billboard's Top Album Sales chart is not just a list, it's a battlefield. It is where competition is fierce, where legends rise and fall week by week. Yet here stands Golden Hour, Part.3, unbothered at the top, a golden flag planted in the soil of supremacy. Even as Metallica's Load makes a dramatic re-entry thanks to a reissue, and SCA's SOS storms back. With new editions of the Lana Deluxe version, the crown belongs to ATEEZ. This is not just about ATEEZ achieving something. This is about ATEEZ becoming something. Not a moment, not a movement, but a monolith. And as the world watches their every release with increasing awe, there's one truth that can no longer be ignored: the age of ATEEZ has arrived. They have not only lit the golden hour. They are the golden hour. Where once Billboard was dominated by Western pop and legacy rock, the likes of ATEEZ have carved open a space for innovation, for multilingual storytelling, and for choreography that feels like an extension of the lyrics themselves. They are not bound by language. They are not tethered to geography. Their music bleeds across maps, soaking into the global soul. Each member, from the unwavering leadership of Hongjoong to the ethereal presence of San, from Wooyoung's fire to Seonghwa's grace, brings something elemental. Together, they are a force of nature, a storm that cannot be forecasted, only felt. And Golden Hour, Part.3 is not the conclusion. It is the continuation. It is the latest roar from a lion pride that is only growing more fearsome. The K-pop industry, vast and vibrant, has seen its share of titans. But ATEEZ is not merely another face in the constellation. They are their own star, pulsing, radiating, unstoppable. In the silence before their next comeback, you can almost hear it, the world holding its breath. Because this is not just about chart positions. This is about hearts won, stories told, generations inspired. It's about what it means to make music that reaches beyond fandom and into the future. When historians of global music look back, they won't just see the numbers ATEEZ hit. They'll see the emotions they stirred, the barriers they broke, the standard they raised. They will see that at the intersection of discipline and dream, ATEEZ stood, unflinching, unyielding, unforgettable. This is a group that doesn't just chase excellence, they chase immortality. And with every number one, with every thunderous performance,